All right, folks, what is going on? This is episode 426 of the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. Over here, we talk about Georgia Southern Atlanta Falcons football. And today, we're going to give you another 2-for-1 show. We're going to talk about some Georgia Southern, and we're going to talk some Atlanta Falcons. Going to talk about the new captains that Georgia Southern named for the football team. We got new captains, and you couldn't name, better guys, to be honest with you. And we're also going to talk about Deion Jones because, Deion Jones has been placed on IR. I made a video about this on the YouTube channel real briefly, but I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on what's going on here. I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about the injury, but the fact that he's on IR after what's happened, I'm going to give you what I think is going on. So if this is your first time here, welcome. This is the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. Like I said, we talk about Georgia Southern and Atlanta Falcons football. And it's just a good time of the year. Like right now, as of this recording, I've been watching some Ball State, Tennessee. I'm really liking what Ball State is doing because that bodes well for the Georgia Southern Eagles when we play them later on this year. So right now, this season is kind of looking good as long as we play our game. And if we play our game, we're going to be looking really good. Just going to get right into it. And it's going to start with the guys on the field. And the captains that they picked on the field are, phenomenal guys. They got Kyle Van Treese coming from Buffalo. He's a quarterback. He's going to be starting. So you got him he's one of the captains. You got Dylan Springer. He's been around for a long time for Georgia Southern. One of the top guys on defense. Todd Bradley Glenn. What can you say about that kid? I don't even want to call him a kid now. He's been around for so long. He's a grown man. You got to understand. 7 years at Georgia Southern. He's a 7-year senior. Quote me on that. I'm pretty sure he is. 7th year at Georgia Southern. A couple of injuries been haggling him. Hopefully this will be the year that he can come in and actually contribute. And you got Justin Ellis, another guy that's on defense, just been around for a while. So you got a lot of veterans as captains. So that's going to really show the young guys how it's done and how it's supposed to be done. So I'm very stoked about that. I'm happy that we got some really good guys, that decided to either transfer in or just stay with the, with the program to, pretty much help Coach Helton, with the transition of bringing in new players because, you got to understand, Coach Clay Helton may be a pretty good coach. And he may be a pretty good coach for this team. But the program and the tradition, you need guys that have been here for a while to help, show that vision of what Georgia Southern is all about. And Todd Bradley Glenn, Justin Ellis, Dylan Springer, not only that they're helping the coach, they're showing, Kyle Van Treese what it's like to be a Georgia Southern Eagle. And it is one thing, not only just with Kyle Van Treese, but with the other players as well, the new guys that are coming in, showing the tradition and the mentality and, how it is to wear that blue and white. It's a really big deal to have these guys here. And to be honest, with everything that's going on from the 3-9 season, it is very refreshing to see that a game that's going to be played tomorrow, pretty much, it's going to be played tomorrow, is going to be the game that really sets off the new era of this, program. And with these guys that are going to be leading the charge of that is just a great thing. So kudos to those guys being the captains of the team. You couldn't ask for better guys, to be honest with you. You really couldn't. It's just a great thing to have these guys still around that want to play for this program, let alone just be the captain. So that's just awesome. So good to see that, and I am definitely excited to see them play Morgan State. I'm excited to see them go play Nebraska, Ball State, UAB, Appalachian State, Georgia State. I'm just ready for them to play, especially when I see what these teams are coming to offer. So, man, we're going to see how that goes. So enough of that. We're going to jump over to Deion Jones. Unfortunately, usually on Fridays, I want to say this before I, go to the next topic. Usually on Fridays, I try to make these a lighter show with, not much time in the episode as long as the other one. So it looks like that may be the case. So you guys can enjoy your weekend and start to enjoy some football. So nevertheless, we'll just continue down that road. So if you guys are guessing how things are going here, the flow of the show. With that being said, Deion Jones has been placed on IR. I'm kind of concerned about that because a lot of people had him with trade rumors. Was he going to get traded? What's going to happen? What's going on with that? Because a lot of people were talking about he was going to get traded or some even said released. With the whole situation with the cap space, once Matt Ryan was, released and, not released, but he was traded. And you talked about Grady Jarrett's situation of restructuring his contract. And then you saw Jake Matthews, his contract situation. You didn't hear much about Deion Jones' contract situation, but you started to see a lot of linebackers being signed. So then you started wondering, okay, if all this turnover's going on and we getting linebackers signed in, is Deion Jones expendable? Is they going to try to get some value for him? I think at this point, I'm not sure how much value they can get for him at this point because with him being injured, going through shoulder surgery, showing what he can do in the last game of the preseason, which he looked okay, and then you put him back on IR. I'm not really sure what teams are going to actually, go for getting a Deion Jones. I mean, for all intents and purposes, he might even be looking at being traded. But what does this mean for his future as a Falcon? I'm really concerned about that, to be honest with you. I like Deion Jones a lot. I think he could contribute to the team. I thought that with the way that the defenses ran, he would fit perfectly with what they're trying to do. But when you're looking at this situation where these guys are bringing in linebackers, they re-signed Nick Kwiatkowski because Deion Jones is on IR, at them being on the PUP list, you gotta start being a little concerned about what's going on with Deion Jones. I'm not really sure. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I've been all over the websites trying to find out what is going on with Deion Jones. Not much is being said. So the only thing that we can do is just continue to, produce some form of, rumor or whatever. On another note, I just want to say that Davison did have his knee scope, so I don't know what that means. He had a knee injury. Mayfield had the back issue, and they said coach said he was sick, and we already know the situation with Isaiah Oliver. I mean, the ACL tear, and you trying to come back, it's going to be somewhat of a process of getting back. So, but with that being said, I don't know what's going to happen when the main name that's on here really is Deion Jones. Deion Jones has played phenomenal for the Falcons. He's played very well for us, and for us to see that he's going down, and I don't think he's like injury going down, but he's off the roster based off the 53-man roster, being placed on IR. I'm pretty sure if anything, he can come back anytime. Not even say anytime, but sometime later on in the season. I think the rule now is they do 4, maybe 6 weeks before they can return. I don't know. I can't remember. But nevertheless, if he comes back, is that a type of thing that we're going to do? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be a situation where we do bring him back and he be viable for the team? I don't know. It's just him on and off the PUP list and then injured reserve. It's going to be very interesting at the least to see what happens with that. Everybody else, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. I think Isaiah Oliver's going to be fine. I think once his knee is back to where it needs to be, he's going to be on the field. Isaiah Oliver has proven that he can contribute. The other 3 guys, Fitzpatrick is a rookie, so don't know. Jalen Mayfield, I really don't want to talk about Jalen Mayfield. And you got Marlon Davidson, who's shown flashes at times he can do something, but he stays injured. Like the time that he, was drafted, we thought that we was getting a beast at defensive tackle or defensive end. I know he's on the defensive line, but nevertheless, with him along with Grady, we thought we was going to get something, but we don't know what these guys are going to do now. But at the end of the day, I feel like Deion Jones in particular is going to be something that's really we need to watch. So I really don't know. It's trust and believe. I'm going to follow up on this as soon as I hear something. I'm going to be reporting it, whether it be through the videos or on the podcast. I'm done because I think the Deion Jones situation is very, very interesting because this is one of the times where the front office and the coaching staff and the medical staff is really dealing with somebody of a significant name on the team. Anyone else was more like, oh, he's injured, he's out, it is what it is. But now we're dealing with somebody that's, that really contributed to the team. I think he was second on the team in tackles. So this is a big deal. So we'll follow that how it goes. If you like this commentary, hit the like button, share this podcast, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will say this. Thank you guys. Football season is here. And throughout the offseason, you guys have been supporting. We have skyrocketed over 1,100 subs on the channel. I remember like right at the end of the last season or something like, or the beginning of last season, I started to do this format and I was around 300 to 400 subs, and you guys just jumped off that in 1 year. I really appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough. Hopefully we'll continue to grow. Before I go, I do want to say this. All the links are down in the description if you wanted to support in any way. And the Discord is down there as well. I highly recommend you go join the Discord. We are talking Georgia Southern football like crazy. I want to get some Atlanta Falcons talking there as well. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely do that. The link is down in the description. I'm going to get up out of here. You guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy football. This is the first, weekend where we actually have some really good football going on. So enjoy that. I will be back probably within Monday at the latest on another episode for 427. Or I may be doing a post-game show for the Georgia Southern Morgan State game. I'll keep you guys posted. All right, y'all. I'll be out of here. Check all the links, and you guys enjoy your weekend. You guys be blessed. Peace.